The ship floats in the silent abyss. Static buzzes through the radio, hissing like it's alive. Voices crackle and fade. No contact with Earth. It's been days, maybe weeks. Time doesn't make sense anymore. The crew sits in the dark, faces lit by the faint glow of failing monitors. Earth is just a distant blue speck, unreachable. They've sent messages, hundreds of them, each more desperate than the last. But it's like mission control can't hear them, or won't. One astronaut, Davis, stares out the porthole at the endless black. "Something's wrong," he says. No one answers. They're tired of talking, tired of the silence that follows. Davis falls asleep, strapped to his seat, drifting in and out of dreams that feel too real. He wakes with a start, gasping inside his helmet. But he wasn't wearing his helmet when he fell asleep. He looks around, disoriented. The ship is empty. No signs of the crew. His radio clicks on, garbled whispers, faint and distorted. It sounds like his own voice, but the words are too jumbled to understand. The whispering stops. He sees a reflection in the glass, but it's not his face staring back. It's a shadowy figure wearing his suit. Panic sets in. He searches the ship. No one's there. It's like they never existed. He finds a logbook on the command console, pages torn, smeared with something dark. The last entry reads, "He's not alone." But Davis doesn't remember writing that. Oxygen levels are dropping. Davis checks the systems. Everything's failing. Lights flicker, casting strange shadows that dance and twist. He feels eyes on him, watching, but there's no one. He grabs the radio, frantically calling out, his own voice echoing back, distorted and alien. Then he hears it. A soft knock on the window. Impossible. He turns slowly, heart pounding. There it is again. Knock, knock, knock. Slow and deliberate. He looks through the glass, and his blood runs cold. A figure floats just outside the ship, perfectly still. Its face obscured by the darkness, but he knows it's watching him. It waves slowly, almost mockingly. Davis backs away, his breath fogging up the helmet. The figure moves closer, pressing its hands against the glass, fingers splayed wide. It's wearing Davis's suit, it's wearing Davis's face. He stumbles back, heart racing, but there's nowhere to go. The figure's eyes are empty, black pits. It tilts its head, mimicking him. Davis scrambles for the controls, trying to seal the windows. But they won't respond. It's as if the ship is frozen in time, trapped in this nightmare. His helmet radio crackles again, bursting with static, and then he hears his own voice. Don't trust him, don't open the door. The message repeats, a loop that grows more frantic each time. But Davis doesn't remember recording it. He doesn't even remember saying those words. The figure outside is closer now, almost pressed against the glass. Its smile is twisted, wrong. It knocks again, harder this time. The sound vibrates through the cabin, echoing inside his helmet. Davis tries to turn away, but his body won't move. The radio clicks on one last time. "Let me in," his voice whispers, soft and desperate. The figure's hand taps the glass in perfect sync. "Let me in," it repeats. The lights flicker and go out, plunging the ship into darkness. The knocking stops, replaced by the heavy sound of breathing. His own, but not quite right. He feels something cold brush against his shoulder. The darkness presses closer, suffocating. He closes his eyes, hoping it's just a dream, just another one of those vivid nightmares that feel too real. But deep down he knows. He's not alone. He never was. And out there, in the cold, empty black of space, the figure waits, smiling, watching, and it's never going away.